Right, everyone, and welcome to the live podcast show. It's going to be a new show that we're going to be doing throughout the year. Just for to not test stream it, but see how it goes. See if you all like this latest episode, everyone. But I thought I'd do it late night podcasts, and today, and well, tonight mainly, but wherever you are in the world, let me know all on the transfers. We're all going to discuss ins and outs. Danny, how you doing, mate? And thank you very much, everyone, for joining. This is my first live podcast show. We'll see how it goes anyway. But get involved, every single one is in the comment section. This is basically all your show, all my subscribers. This is you all have the floor anyway, everyone. But let me know if you're joining in on a live stream anyway, everyone. But we can talk about Fekir. We talked about Markovic, Mignolet, a whole host of incomings and outgoings in terms of transfer window. If we do need some more potential new signings, this is what we can all discuss tonight, and I want all you to get involved. So drop a like on the video, and we need players like it big. What players, mate? Let everyone know what players you would like to see come into the club, and outgoings really. Where do you feel, as a Liverpool fan, that we need to strengthen in areas? Because there is a lot of areas that we still need to potentially strengthen. Centre back is another area in which that we've all been discussing. I've spoke to a lot of my mates, and we're only touch wood, Virgil van Dijk does not get injured. But say midway through next season, halfway through the Champions League, and Virgil van Dijk were hit by an injury with him, and we're left with Joel Matip, who's got a serious injury history record in terms of his previous outings at the club, and when he was a Schalke as well. So you're heavily reliant on an injured centre back to come in potentially. Klavan's a really good wise head to have around the football club, but he's not one that you would really want to throw into the football club based off the Champions League if we're going quite deep into it. Dejan Lovren, yet again, he's been playing well as well. But if he was to get injured as well, say if our two main centre-backs were to get injured, everyone, let me know. In that centre-back position, which is bringing a Harry Maguire, Tarkowski from Burnley as well, Lascelles from Newcastle. He's another name who has been talked about really in the press at the minute. But everyone, new potential left back, Alberto Moreno, very much looks like he's going to be staying around the club for a very long time. Jurgen Klopp has come out over the last couple of weeks and praised the lad, the way in which he's handled his situation at the football club. But everyone, thank you very much for tuning in. Get involved in all the comment section below as well, everyone. This is your show, as I've started off the show saying. This is going to be a regular occurrence anyway, so get involved in the chat as well. But we need new players. Like Big has said, Jason Purple, last minute deal for Draxler. Jason, how much would you be willing to pay for the German attacking midfielder? He's very versatile at PSG. When he was in Germany, there was a lot expected from the young lad, really, wasn't there, Jason? And once he's gone to Paris Saint-Germain, the deal he's not really worked out. Obviously, a whole host of midfielders he got there at Paris Saint-Germain. Pastores, who's obviously went to Italy this season, so he could potentially get some more game time. Pastore, Verratti, Matuidi, when he was there. And then the other midfielders, Verratti, Rabiot, apologies, the French centre mid he's a young lad anyway, but 45 million, mate, you've said then, it would be a decent coup, mate, because if anyone was to get him, and it's a position like we'll probably discuss tonight, mate, but nice one for bringing it up. It's a quality shout. It's a name that has been linked with Liverpool for a very long time, and it's that attacking mid position, very much. Jason and everyone, would Draxler very much replace the quality that we lost in Phil Coutinho? He's still got I think he's Jason. Let me know, everyone. How old is Draxler? I'm not too sure, but I don't know if he's under 25 years old. That's still a very good signing. You should probably know his age anyway, but it'd be a decent shout, mate. But 45 million, Jason, as I just said, then it's a decent shout, and it's a player in which that can play left wing, right wing, but predominantly he is an attacking midfielder, and it'd be interesting to very test the resolve of Paris Saint-Germain, because as I think I've just read, then they're selling their left back because they're bringing in Alexandro from Juventus. So Paris Saint-Germain are going to be needing funds in terms of financial fair play. That's how they're going to get rid around it, is if they sell some of their top stars. So that's important to state anyway. But Draxler, mate, that's an absolute bang-on shout. Andrew, I like big. We need one more player, please. Like big, as I said, I don't know if you commented, mate, but I'm going to go through all the comments as we go on later tonight anyway. But you're absolute legends for getting involved. This is your show, as I've stressed. I want to get all your thoughts as well in the comment section below. It's the Liverpool family, and if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe and smash that like button for hopefully, potentially, Liverpool sign Nabil Fekir. We can talk all night about Nabil Fekir tonight, and that's why I put him on the thumbnail, and he's going to be a name that we're going to be discussing for quite a while on tonight's episode, everyone. But we'll go through your comments. Andrew Quinn, nice one, mate, for dropping the comments. I think one more signing, I'd go for Fekir or Pulisic, or a centre-back, Tarkowski or Lascelles or Godin. You had to drop Godin in there, mate, didn't he? I'd love it if we signed Godin anyway. Regardless of his age, it'd very much allow Liverpool to play. It'd offer a lot more experience at the back and really quality, and especially the position in Liverpool that we find ourselves in at the minute, everyone. We need that going into the Champions League campaigns the further on we go in. But since we lost Carragher, we haven't had that experience at the back, but we've got that now in Virgil van Dijk, which is great for us to see anyway. 1 second, I'm just reading through your comments. Absolute legends for getting involved. Jason said one more, or two, lol. Jason, obviously you did mention Draxler, but it was that other two. What's that, everyone? What is that what are the positions that you want Liverpool to strengthen? Obviously, I started off the show talking about the centre-back positions being a key position in terms of any potential future injuries. We're not really blessed if Virgil van Dijk does hopefully not get an injury, but you tell me that the starting 11 next season are going to stay fully fit with the amount of games that we're going to be playing, and especially the way in which Jurgen Klopp plays his football. There's Jurgen pressing, high intensity over. He could end up turning up playing over 60 odd games in a season, which we did do not last season, but the season before. We played a whole host, and that season in particular, we were very ravaged with injuries. It was very evident that there was a lot of injuries picked up. But let me know your thoughts on that one. 1 second, everyone. You absolute legends. 1 second, everyone. Just let me sort out the... Can you see your comments coming up, everyone? Let me know if you can. Just let me quickly change that, everyone. 1 second. Apologies. I will get to your comments in a second, everyone. There we go. So we change that over. Let's get your chat comments up. Should be coming up anyway, but but nice one, everyone. Thank you, absolute legends, for getting involved. There we go. Let's get this on there. That's it. Let me take that out. But nice one, everyone. Can you see your the sidebar chat? Let me know in the comment section below, everyone. Absolute legends, and then we're just so we can get your comments up. That's what I want. They should be up. 1 second. But yeah, I don't know why that's not doing that, everyone. But yeah, they should be coming up anyway, everyone. But yeah, I continue to read out your comments. Absolute legends. I can see them anyway, but so I will be letting you know anyway through all the whole show anyway. Let's get back to your comments, everyone. Apologies about that. A couple of years of talking about Pulisic, Christian Pulisic. Obviously, the American, there was rumours this season, obviously last season. We seen him when he played against us in the pre-season friendly. He played absolutely quality. He teared us apart, especially in that second half. But he's a name that has been branded round the Liverpool scene for a very long time. And as we've all been saying, then that's from Jason has mentioned Pulisic. Nice one, mate, for dropping that comment in. In terms of that, Jason, what's the fee in which you'd pay, mate? There has been a lot of talk, obviously, the excessive transfer fees we're seeing tonight. Chelsea pay a world record fee, breaking the world record fee for the goalkeeper, and knew our transfer fee record wouldn't last long because the type of quality around in and around Europe in terms of the goalkeeping situation at the club, in terms of Europe, you've got De Gea, you've got Courtois moving, and Chelsea have just splashed £72 million on a goalkeeper, beating obviously Alisson's record. So Jason says roundabout here. 1 second, everyone. Yeah, he's classy, everyone. I am reading your comments, everyone, so drop them in the comment section below. Official BXIXI, nice one, mate. He said, if Liverpool sign Fekir this transfer window, I'll go bald. I think we've all gone bald, mate, haven't we? It's the transfer that has annoyed a lot of people, a lot of us as fans anyway. It's a mad one. I don't think there's, in terms of official and everyone, when we've been looking and waking up every single day checking transfer news, Fekir, I think the majority of us are we're expecting the deal not to happen, but if he ends up at a possible Manchester United or a Chelsea in terms of his next destination, I think a lot of Liverpool fans will be asking questions, because we've all seen the images of him having. He did have his medical, and Michael Edwards and all the medical staff flew over to Lyon to really get the deal boxed off and done. But something that the outside world, in terms of the media and everything, only Liverpool know, something happened in terms of that transfer collapsing. We seen it with Loic Remy when we were signing the French international. All that happened was like a couple of seasons ago. That was basically more or less like the Fekir deal. Everything was sorted, had his medical, and then the doctors last minute pulled the plug and said, right, Liverpool, you can't be paying his wages, because obviously his history record, hamstring injuries, and that's very much the case in which we can all talk about Fekir tonight. It's a weird one. It is a very weird one in terms of Nabil Fekir. I think we won't have a potential future transfer like this. This is what very, very rare, to say the least. Everyone, 1 second. Let me know if the chat is working, everyone. There we go. That should have worked. But let me know if the chat is working, everyone. Let's get to your comments. One second, I'm just reading your comments out here. But yeah, Nabil Fekir is a mad one, everyone. But Let's get to... There we go. Just got your comments up there. But yeah, official. What would you do? Obviously, as I just said, then we'd all go bald, mate. But it's what do you reckon, everyone, in terms of the Nabil Fekir? Do you all think it will happen? Do you not? Will he end up at another Premier League club? We will not be happy at all if that is the case, really. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, everyone. As I've said, this is your show, so get involved. Use the drive in the debates. You're absolute legends. You take the floor and we can all discuss. But let's get to your comments as well. Andrew, if anyone has Michael Edwards' number, get him on the phone to work on signings. One more player. Everyone, I think we were all under the exception tonight, and that's what has been the premise of tonight's episode. We've all been saying one more signing, and Jurgen Klopp spoke about it in depth really last night after the match to the press, and he was asked, and he basically laughed it off, smiling, saying, "You never know, maybe," and he had that old classic line of saying, I don't know what will happen in the next 2 days." And was Jurgen calling bluff on the reporters? Because him and Michael Edwards are trying to do some cheeky deals anyway, everyone. So let me know your thoughts. He's classy. Andrew, Klopp did reply, yeah, as I've just said then, mate. I didn't read it. I've just seen that comment, mate. He said, we'll see. This is Pure Wrestling Podcast. I'd sign Katie Baldy from Monaco or Pulisic. Nice one, mate, for tuning in, for dropping your comments, everyone. Everyone is very much welcome on my channel. And if you're new around here, this is going to be a regular occurrence. If it's post-match, it'll be doing live podcasts as well. So you are the stars of the show anyway. But yeah, Katie Baldy, mate, I think he's gone to Inter. This is Pure Wrestling Podcast. He's a very great young player anyway, isn't he, Katie Baldy? I've only seen a little bit of him, mate, but when he has played for Monaco last season, he's another one of them, like in the Pulisic category, that he's still very young in terms of his development as a player and how he's going to progress. So if all accounts are to be believed, I think I've seen Kadreva with Inter Milan are doing a swap deal with him, like for like wingers anyway, everyone. But he's a decent player, mate. He wouldn't be a bad shout, but I think he might be going to Inter Milan. Pulisic seems to be the name on everybody's lips in the comment section below. Lascelles, Meyer and Fekir plays. Chris, Lascelles is a very good player, mate, as I started off the show. Some decent signings there. Would everyone, as Chris has just said in the comment section below, everyone, would Lascelles be a viable centre-back to come in? Because there has been a lot of talking as I started off the show, if you've just joined in late. Liverpool could be hit with an injury crisis at the back, and if Virgil van Dijk, alright Loki, if they were to get injured halfway through next season and within a Champions League campaign, and we've got no viable centre-back of quality, and I mean real quality, we could be left, no discredit to Klavan or Matip, but Matip could be on a hospital bed for the next 6 months. He has come back, but he could be another Daniel Agger in disguise in terms of his LFC career being in tatters, really. So Lascelles, Chris and everyone, he seems to be a player in which that we could all discuss, and I would love him anyway. He's a Newcastle United captain. He's got a whole host of experience in terms of that, hasn't he, Chris? But how much would you bring Lascelles in for, mate? And obviously I think it's Max Meyer as well. He has gone to Crystal Palace, which he went, if you didn't see it, mate, he moved to Crystal Palace last week on a free transfer, which was absolutely mad. It was scary how that was done. It was either Max Meyer or not Drax. Yeah, it was Max Meyer, mate. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section below, everyone. But Meyer as well, and Fekir. as you just alluded to there, mate, absolute legends. But everyone, get involved in the comment section below. This is your show. Potential transfers in, out. Who would you like Liverpool to sign? It's more or less going to be looking like the transfers going out, more or less, that Jurgen Klopp has talked about. Get involved. What players do you see, most importantly, going outside, out the door, really? We could generate a whole host of potential transfer fees, and obviously the FSG net spend boys will be out and saying really the money that is recouped. But I think FSG have basically changed their policy now in terms of any money that has come into the club will be getting put back on into the playing staff anyway, because we can't be without a point, as we've all seen and discussed. The Irish Bird. What about Kurt Zouma from Chelsea? He's a very good shout, mate, as well. He's another one of those lads. He's a French international, mate. He was at Stoke, wasn't he? I think last season, mate. He couldn't stop them from going down, but we've all seen it, the Irish Birds, and a lot of us in terms of transfers, young players especially. Zouma is still a young lad anyway. I think did he get him from I think it was in Holland anyway. Might be completely wrong, but he's another lad that really hasn't been getting a chance. That hasn't been getting a chance at a Premier League club, and I think if he did come in, he's a big lad, isn't he? The Irish Bird and everyone. What do you all reckon on Kurt Zouma and everyone? Would he be a viable centre back to come into the club? There's a whole host of centre back, real quality centre backs, but there's only one best centre back on the planet for me, really, and he is the example, and that's coming in from the age category. You could look at it as you could bring in a Wisehead and the best centre back in the world football, in my opinion, is Godin. Godin is definitely one of the world's best centre backs. He does the basics, but he does the basics very well. He's not one of those flashy centre backs, but you look at the way in which he's marshalled the back line at Atletico Madrid for the last 5-6 years. Their goals to ratio it's up there in the top 5 in the European game, and Godin has been at the heart of that. As we've seen with Virgil van Dijk, a good commanding centre back improves the whole team, whether that's going forward or it brings stability in, and that's what we've seen with Virgil van Dijk. But yeah, everyone, get involved in the comment section below, everyone. Would anyone take the lit, obviously, of Ajax, obviously Virgil van Dijk's centre-back partner for the national team? Let me know your thoughts if anyone's seen him, but by all accounts, I haven't seen a lot of them, but by all the scouting reports that have been done by a lot of the scouts in Europe, he is very much a name that will be coming to the forefront in the European game in the next 2 or 3 years. Even though he's on the high level now in the Eredivisie, he's pulling up trees there. He's a young lad. I think he's only 20 years old, and really, if Virgil van Dijk could maybe tap him up, I think that's another name that we could potentially throw in the hat in terms of the centre-back positions, everyone. But Ozmaster, everyone, the Irish Bird, Scott, LFC, 5HD, yo Jack, good to see you, pal. How are you today, lads? I'm not too bad, Scott. You're absolute legend for tuning in. Hopefully you're having a quality night, everyone. Let me know what you've been up to. But yeah, Scott, I'm not being too bad. Everyone, if you're listening now or you're watching live stream anyway, after the show, I've done a LFC video anyway. Not too sure if you've watched it anyway, but I've done that earlier on in today, so get involved in that as well in the comment section below on that video. Ozmaster has mentioned Mina. Obviously, he's the Barcelona centre-back from Colombia, isn't he? A whole host of clubs. He's another one of those classic World Cup players that comes onto the scene, really, and tries to... He scored like 3 or 4 goals in the World Cup, didn't he? And you always get that one player in terms of after a World Cup or after a European competition that tries to get bigged up, really, and he is that player of the World Cup that is trying to get flogged by Barcelona. £30 million. Oz, I think it's ridiculous. If you look at him, he can't even get into the Barcelona side, and Barcelona's side defensively last season only finished top of the La Liga, but if you get at Barcelona, we've seen in Champions League, they are so perceptible at the back, and he's a big lad, but I think he's not got the quality as of yet to really flourish and be a top centre-back. I'd even put him on the same level, mate, as Clavan, really. Alright, Bobby Firmino should. Hey! But I'd even put Oz and everyone, let me know your thoughts on Mina. £30 million, I can't really see Liverpool put him in. I think he might even end up at the Ev, or obviously Manchester United have been linked with him over the last couple of weeks. But let me know your thoughts on that. Apologies that the live stream chat is not working. Really do apologise about that, everyone, but I am reading your comments anyway. You're absolute legends and really do appreciate it. Everyone getting involved, so apologies if it's not updated on the sidebar. If you could just let me know. What I'm seeing on my screen, it's not moving, but let me know if it is. That will be sorted for tomorrow, everyone. But last minute hitches when you're trying to do a show, not everything's gonna go to plan. But everyone, let me know your thoughts on Mina. But yeah, Oz, on your question, mate, I think he'll be on the same level. I'd even put him on the same level as Clavan. And if you're looking at the centre back positions, you very much need to bring that quality in and raise the level in terms of the quality competition. It's so key going into next season. And I think Liverpool as a football club now need to look past the not the long-termism, but we need the short-termism in terms of transfers. We need to bring the quality in now and then all that. The Irish Bird, I get to your comment there, mate, anyway. Oz, he has said, everyone, we're talking about transfers in and out, so every single one of you, this is your show. I want to get all your comments and on potential incomings and outgoings. Just to recap on the first 25 minutes into the show anyway, if you've just joined late, we very much talked about Nabil Fekir, Pulisic, but mainly about Fekir really. The transfer, how we see that going. If he goes to either Manchester United, Chelsea, it will be mad. It will be really mad, because we've seen him, Michael Edwards and all that, flew over to Paris. We all know the stories really. He went over to Paris to very much sort out negotiations. It was all signed, sealed and nearly delivered, Nabil Fekir, but last minute hitches. The medical staff saw, doctors and everything, seen something, and we talked about at the beginning of the show about Remy in terms of his potential transfer when he was going to come to Liverpool all those seasons ago. It's got all the hallmarks of that apologies everyone, of that transfer really, of that deal collapsing. So we talked about that, and then we talked a bit about Christian Pulisic. He seems to be a name that might not come to Liverpool at this current stage in time of his career. But everyone, let me know your thoughts on all the stories and that. But Pulisic, I think it might be a year too early really to move to Liverpool Football Club, but let me know your thoughts on that and other potential wingers, because it's great that we've brought Shaqiri in. What an absolute steal as a player anyway. He really brings a whole variety of quality. We've seen him play number 10, and he's predominantly he has been used at Stoke, Inter Milan, Bayern Munich and all that, and when he was at Basel, predominantly a right-sided midfielder. But the longer his career has gone on, he's more or less developed an attacking mid position. But we've seen it against Torino, we've seen it against United in pre-season. Jurgen Klopp is very much utilising him in that more central role, number 10 position. But as I said, Ings, Origi, Lazar, Lallana out, Dom on loan. Lallana, mate, Oz, let me know. Do a follow-up on the chat anyway. Everyone, I am reading through your comments. So if you have commented, I will be reading through every single one of your comments, everyone. I'm not going to miss at all any. But Ozmaster, Lallana, that's a mad one really. Lallana, I think if we can keep him, there has been, as when I've been speaking to every single one of you in the comment section below, and the whole host of Liverpool fans, Adam Lallana's a weird one, really. He's entering he's 30 now, 30 years old. His legs aren't going to get any better anyway, but I think he's going to have a very important season this season, Oz. I might be completely wrong anyway, but what would everyone do with Adam Lallana? For me, if we didn't have a couple of injuries to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Marco Grujic is very much staying at the football club. Lallana, I think he will be staying for another 2-3 seasons, mate. He's very much Jurgen Klopp. He is Jurgen Klopp's teacher's pet, as the lads in the Liverpool squad do like to take the mickey out of him anyway. But let me know your thoughts on why do you really... Obviously, Ings, Origi, Lazar are very much a shout that we've all been saying to possibly leave. But it's interesting how you've put Lallana there, mate. And I really want to know your thoughts on why you want him out the door. And Dom Solanke on loan, as we spoke about in the episode before, mate, absolute legends. It would suit Dom Solanke to go out on loan to help his developments for later on in the season anyway. It would make absolute perfect sense to see Dom go out on loan. Bobby Firmino, hi. Scott, I'm doing good, lads. That's good to know, mate. Yeah, boy. Freddie Reyes, hey Jack, I would prefer a centre-back over a midfielder, in my opinion, if we were to do business. But I'm satisfied with our squad depth. I'm buzzing for the season. You'll never walk alone. From Los Angeles. Freddie, absolute legend. Freddie, as you just alluded to there, mate, the centre-back position, who would you personally like to see Liverpool bring in? We've had the names of Lascelles, Tarkowski, Harry Maguire potentially. He had an absolute standout World Cup. Do you need a Leicester man? I think he might be going to United. But hopefully they do pay about 90 million for him, because that's been the suggested transfer fee for the Leicester man anyway. But I really do rate Harry Maguire, mate, and Freddie, let me know your thoughts. And we've even had Godin thrown into tonight's chat anyway. All names of centre-backs, get involved, everyone. But yeah, as you said then, Freddie, you're very much happy with the squad depth. I think Liverpool have got the strongest. We have got the strong. That's why we're so excited, aren't we, everyone? We've got the strongest squad, which I think, for me personally, apart from the days in which we had Xabi Alonso and Mascherano, I'm only 23 years old anyway. There's probably a lot of yous that have obviously grew up with Liverpool in their heyday, winning European Cup after European Cup, league title after league title. For me, this is definitely is one of the strongest Liverpool squads that we've all seen in a very long time, everyone. Alright, Jack, lad. Dave, 123, absolute legends. We'll be not having that, apologies. There we go. Yeah, we'll be not having that sort of language in the chat, everyone. But yeah, he's gone. Bye bye. But yeah, let's get to your comments, everyone. But the Irish Bird, he's commented, nice one, lad. Had a debate today with my uncle, United fan. Ooh, that must be hard work, mate. I have got a couple of United mates anyway, not a lot. I might stress that. Yeah, but yeah, United fan. He said Klopp will be sacked if he doesn't win a trophy. I disagree, because I think the moral in the club is that at an all-time high with Klopp. The Irish Birds, obviously he's a Man United fan. I know he's your uncle, mate, but he's just jealous. I think you see the turmoil at the football club in terms of Manchester United. They're not in a very good moment in time, but Liverpool, I think it was someone had come out last night and very much spoke. It was someone someone official from the club, but by all accounts it was rumoured on Twitter. And someone out of the football club said, he quoted, "They've never felt the football club being on such a high from their own personal opinion." And us as fans, that translates. But it's no coincidence that you've got Liverpool's performances in the Champions League on the pitch. We're all seeing that. We're all seeing Jurgen Klopp's the work, because we've come so far as a football club. We've sat through Roy Hodgson, who should never have stepped foot in that managerial seat at Anfield from the get-go anyway. We've had Rafa Benitez, obviously he done great for the football club, and then we had Kenny after that, and then we had Brendan Rodgers. It's a mad. We've had so many managers, and it was kind of more or less a short-termism. We had Brendan Rodgers for 3 seasons. He come very close to winning the league title, the closest of any Liverpool manager has done in a very long while. But there's a lot of fans that highlighted, mate, and the Irish Bird, that was obviously down to Luis Suarez and his antics, really, in scoring 30 odd goals in the league. But the Irish Bird, I think your uncle's just a bit stressed, really, in terms of wanting Jurgen Klopp, mate. I reckon if you ask your uncle, mate, the Irish Bird, the absolute legend, ask him tomorrow when you see him, or drop him a text and just say, would you take Jurgen Klopp at Manchester United? Because every single United fan wanted Jurgen Klopp, and then when he come to Liverpool, they were like, and a lot of other Premier League teams, they all wanted Klopp when he wasn't in a job before Liverpool got him, and every single fan around the Premier League become salty because he come to Liverpool, because when you get Jurgen Klopp, you invest in everything he's done as a manager, and in terms of you believe in everything he's doing, and we believe, every single one of us, in the vision, and we've seen that development. We've come from 10 years of not having the Champions League final, and then a year when we beat Middlesbrough on the last game of the season. None of us expected, absolutely none of us expected, to get into the Champions League. And Jurgen Klopp, after 10 years of being in the wilderness of not getting into a Champions League final, 10 seasons of not being in Champions League final, we got into a Champions League final. I know it was frustrating that we didn't really win it, but it's a sign of progression under Jurgen Klopp, mate. But you're absolutely spot on with the comment, mate. It's fantastic, and it really, the mood around the city, the mood around the tour, the mood around wherever you are in America, Australia, you as mates, when you all go to watch the match with the lads and everything, you're all buzzing to watch Liverpool. And it's amazing that this feeling that we haven't had this in a very long time, and we've got a team now that we can be proud of, and we've got one of the best front lines in Europe. The stats back that up, haven't we? But we're all buzzing. Nice one, the Irish Bird. But let me know what your uncle says to that, mate. It'd be very interesting if he would. He'd very much want Jurgen Klopp, I reckon, mate. But nice one for your comment, La. Kieran. Hi. Ozmaster on Yeremina. We talked about transfers. For 30 million, no brainer. He is a beast. Been watching him for a while. Better than all of our lads as centre back, apart from Virgil van Dijk. Ozmaster, the absolute legends. 1 second, everyone. There's having a little drink there. But Oz, really, mate? Nice one for your comments. I'm going to have to see a lot more of Yeremina, obviously the Colombian. At the World Cup, mate, he's a very big physical presence. He offers a very big presence in terms of attacking opposition, when you're attacking the opposition on set pieces, because I tell you what, we'll have like a big massive wall at the back, because I think he's about 6'3", 6'4", Yeremina. But nice one, mate. It was, from what I've seen of him, but that's my opinion, but I love every single one he's getting involved. But really, if he is Ozmaster, if he is better than obviously Lovren, if he is better than Matip as well, definitely 30 million. If Barcelona is selling, that price is an absolute steal, as you just said then. Liam, why is it Makala? Yeah, boy. Alright, Liam, how you doing, mate? Absolute legend for getting involved. I think we need a centre back, Dave. 1, 2, 3, as I'm asking everyone to get involved. 1 second, everyone. I've just lost your comments there. But yeah, I'm getting through all your comments anyway. 1 second. Dave, let me know who you want in as a centre back. we've already talked about the names. Lallana in Freddie is saying, to me, Fekir is good in Liverpool. Elmil, that nice one, mate. The absolute legend. Fekir we've all talked at the beginning of the show anyway, everyone. This will be getting uploaded so you can all rewind the show if you're joining in quite late. Maguire did look sound in the World Cup. Stephen, would you take Harry Maguire in Liverpool's squad? Because obviously, arguably, if you do bring in a centre-back, as we've seen with Virgil van Dijk stay and everyone, he would vastly improve. For me, when you watch Harry Maguire, like Yeremina, as we've just said, he's very physical, attacking, loves to attack the ball. And especially when you did look at Liverpool last season and a couple of seasons back, that was always our Achilles heel. When you've got teams that do park the bus and it's very difficult to really defensively break them down, one way of breaking teams down is set pieces. Set pieces are so special, really, and they're undermined in terms of coaching, I think, for me personally, because it's a great opportunity if you have a wide free kick or you have a corner. And you have someone like the quality of Shaqiri or potentially a Fekir or a Trent to whip the ball in, and you get that on a centre-back's head or a central midfielder with a big physical presence. We've seen it at the World Cup. We've seen the amount of goals that are scored from set pieces, but Harry Maguire or Yeremina very much are very good at attacking the balls and scoring. Stephen, nice one, mate. I'm 50 and still have to say that this is a very strong squad. It's really up there with the best. Steve, as you've said then, mate, like I bet you've seen some world-class teams at Liverpool. Kenny and the list goes on. Rushy, Fowler, Barnsley. I wish I seen Barnsley play as a player, really, because he was so technically gifted. I told my dad's got obviously supporting Liverpool because of my dad, but when he talked about Barnsley, everyone, Stephen, what was Barnes like as watching him? Let me know your thoughts on that, because if I could rewind time, he's a player that I'd love to actually go and watch. Ben Cox, you have a walk alone, mate. Nice one for your comments. Everyone get involved in the comment section below. We're talking about transfers in and out. Obviously, Danny Ings, Lazar Markovic, Mignolet. Everyone drop your comments in the comment section below who you feel Liverpool should bring in or take out of the squad. But Ben Cox, think this may be the strongest side we've had since when Kenny used to call his number to get into the side. Very much so, Ben. It's a side in which we're very proud of. It's exciting, Ben, isn't it? It's absolutely exciting going to next season. Scott, I said about Maguire and big Virgil van Dijk in defence would be pretty tasty. Not going to lie, lol. But yeah, the message, Scott, I think a lot of us would love to see Harry Maguire. 1 year before, here we are, 1 second, chat just skipped, but get involved in the comment section below, everyone, you absolute legends, really do appreciate it, everyone getting involved. 1 year before he rejected United, he said that in an interview, very much so. Click and go, I just love the way he rejected Manchester United. That makes it even more special before joining Liverpool. Stephen, Klopp would be depressed as Jose is now if he went to Manchester United. Very much would so, mate. 1 second, everyone. Just read your comments there. And then we're going to... But Stephen, nice one for you dropping your message there. Scott has said, there was only one club in the Prem that Klopp would have gone to, and that was Liverpool. Simple soon. As he received a call from LFC, he said on the phone straight away, where do I sign? Boom! Ha ha ha! That's it, mate. When I think before he signed for Liverpool, I remember going to Liverpool versus Borussia Dortmund, and you probably all do remember the game. We played Dortmund in a friendly the season before last, and when he was in his press conference, he very much did talk about Liverpool was always in his mind. Obviously, we sing the famous "You'll Never Walk Alone" song, and Dortmund sing that, and even without him being at Liverpool before he moved to us, Liverpool always had a special place in his heart, and you can see that with the passion and the way in which he does go about his work, and we all love. Apologies, don't when my voice went then, but we all we all love Jurgen Klopp, and Jurgen knows the love in which every single Liverpool fan does have for him. I'm just hoping he starts winning trophies, everyone, because that's what will make him a great Liverpool manager. But he has set the benchmark anyway, everyone, with the squad in which he's forming. Freddie Maguire would be too expensive, mate. Even though he had a decent World Cup, but someone like Mina to back up Lovren would be okay with me. Freddie, decent shout with Mina, mate. Anyone else really in terms of that category? Obviously, Harry Maguire would be a ridiculous fee. I think United got quoted, as we said before, around about, it was like 70-90 million pounds, which is ridiculous. It's not ridiculous in terms of transfer fee, but for the way in which, the money in which we got Virgil van Dijk, it's the going rate. We set the benchmark, and I think I've seen a funny interview with Wenger before he left Arsenal. He basically blamed Liverpool for bumping up the prices, obviously when we bought Virgil van Dijk in now, but if that was Liverpool or Man United or Chelsea or City, the transfer window now, as we all seem fit to see, the transfer fees have gone out the window, and it was all started by the Mbappe transfer as well. So the unfluctuated prices, it's all been done by the Premier League money. The Prem are always going to have the best and biggest transfers in world football, mainly because of the transfer fees bouncing around. Stephen said, "Oh yeah, Ozmaster, the absolute legend." I asked you about the Lallana. He said, "Lallana is too old and broken now, and is taking the spot our young stars like Joes and Wilson, Ryan Brewster as well. Lallana does not have the legs to play anymore in our first team." Oz, I absolutely bang on there, mate. Everyone's allowed their opinions, and I really want to get yous all involved. Going on from what me and Oz discussed before, everyone, let us all know, really, what would you do with Adam Lallana? There has been a lot of us tonight that we've had talked about him potentially leaving. Would you like to see him leave, or do you very much think he'll have a big starting point in this season? For me, I'm under influence. He will have a very big part to prove this season. He was out for a very long period last season, not playing a lot of games, and it's important to really, at his age, he needs to get starting to playing first team football, and hopefully that comes out anyway. Rumours Everton are going in for Mina. I did say rumours, Stephen. I think Everton are trying to sign everyone, aren't they? I would have Maguire, no problem. Freddie has said, but whatever happens, I'm an American with sort of blood with the Scouts in my heart. I truly believe Liverpool is the Liverpool family. Very much so, mate. Travis Barton, what's the deal on Fekir? Right, Travis, absolute legend. Right, from what we all know what happened anyway. We talked about that in terms of medical breakdown now. At the minute, he is at Lyon, as it stands really now, mate. From all the journalists around Europe, and especially the ones in France, mate, he is training. Lyon are under the influence. Arias, or whatever you say his name, the executive at Lyon, they're playing hardball. Liverpool, as it stands, from what I've been reading from the majority of journalists, everyone, Liverpool did walk away from the deal. They stopped the deal since when they looked at the scans, and I think Liverpool trying to play hardball now. We wanted a lower fee in terms of the Fekir deal, rightly so, because if Liverpool did originally get a deal sorted for say 60-70 million for Fekir, and you're playing with fire, he has got an injury record with his dodgy knee, and Liverpool wanted to knock that price down, rightly so. If you're investing in a car or a house and you find out later on, a couple of months down the line, and becomes a crack or a hole, or your engine slightly falls off, you're not going to be happy with the money you've paid for the car, especially if you're going to be paying full whack. So Liverpool are very much under the influence of wanting Fekir still. I think, like we see with Virgil van Dijk, like we see with Naby Keita, if Jurgen Klopp wants his man, he always gets his man, regardless of the situations. If we have to wait 6 months, if we have to wait 12 months for Fekir, Fekir will become a Liverpool player eventually. But if it comes to the end of the last couple of hours of the transfer window, and Fekir does become available, Jurgen Klopp, as we seen in the presser yesterday, he joked and said even he doesn't know. But you tell me that Michael Edwards isn't trying his best for Jurgen Klopp to try and get this deal sorted. I tell you what, this is a deal that we've all wanted to see, and it wouldn't surprise me if the deal does get originally finally done for Fekir. But transfer madness, and I hope Fekir gets sorted, mate, Travis. So that's the latest anyway at the minute as we stand in terms of Frenchman. He is still at Lyon, but anything can really happen in terms of the potential last day of the window. Dave has said about Harry Maguire. Yeah, everyone, if you just joined anyway, we're talking about potential new centre-backs. The position, really, I think a lot of us do agree on. Just to recap, yet again, for new listeners anyway, we're talking about centre-backs, potential new centre-backs as well. Incoming, do we need any potential new ones? Especially to provide competition, really, in terms of if Virgil van Dijk or Lovren do get injured next season. Liverpool are going to be hit with a lot of injuries, so it's important that we do have squad depth, and the centre-back positions are very much the positions in which we all need to sort out. But centre-backs, and then we talk about Pulisic, a wide position as well. Everyone, let me know your thoughts on that. And at the minute, we're just talking about Harry Maguire, potentially. Ozmaster has said for potential signings, Lozano, Bailey, Dembele, Brandt, and Christian Pulisic. Some cracking wingers there, mate. Dembele, he has been made available by all accounts, if you are to believe every single rumour coming out of Spain. They do like to produce a lot of ball in terms of the Spanish press anyway, but Dembele has apparently been made available for around 80 to 100 million pounds. I'd love it if Liverpool signed him, but yet again, it's a fee that will be ridiculous. I think a good Champions League run, potentially, and next season, where we could bring in a big star like that. But Lozano, mate, Mexican tricky winger, absolutely destroyed Germany in the first group stage match at a World Cup. Cracking player, mate. I'm surprised he hasn't moved yet, Lozano. Very, very surprising in terms of that. Barnes was a beast, a skillful player, but the size of a bear. Stephen, he could have been an absolute chess mate. But he's meant to be a very lovely fella, Barnesy, anyway, off the pitch. And the thing that really upsets me when my dad and everyone, if you're listening, when you grew up in the 70s, 80s, watching the lads play, Liverpool, not these lads, current set of lads playing, but the access to really all the players. I remember my aunties meeting Barnes and Dalglish. They were just sat on the train. They'd come into your local and have a drink with you, really, and they'd be very much human, really. I know it might be a bit mad, but now players are just, they're too protected, really, and they've lost the social skills, really. But I do understand that, because if Mohamed Salah did turn up in Liverpool 1 as expected anyway, he would get mobbed, like majority of footballers now. They are megastars, not compared to what the Barnesy and the Dalglish and the Ian Rushes of the day. It was very much low key then anyway, but that's the thing in modern day football that has changed mad anyway, mate. Stephen, but Barnes, I wish I did see him, mate. DJ MC, hi. Alright, fella, how you doing? Jenna, how you doing as well, mate? We need Fekir. Well, everyone, welcome if you're new round here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And apologies You're probably looking at the sidebar. It's not moving, but for some reason, love it when nothing goes to plan in terms of technology. But apologies everyone, I am reading all your comments. So, even though that isn't moving on the sidebar, I am reading every single one of your comments. Everyone, you're absolute legends. We'll get round to it as well. We need Fekir. If we get him, he will be unstoppable. Jenna, Telia. We all want him, mate, and hopefully we do. We really do hope we do get him. There is. Join me tomorrow, everyone, because we'll be doing on the final day of the transfer window, a countdown. Transfer day, deadline. That'll be it now. Scott, I thought the ovation Fekarius got when he come on last night was outstanding and showed respect. It was great. He was a really nice guy. It's really a nice touch for the guy. Anyway, he was absolutely spot on there, mate, wasn't he? Ashish, Lallana deserves a good season. He's got skills. We need him this season. Ashish, thank you very much, mate, for your comments. He's gonna be big this season, mate. I'm pretty sure of it. Any of PSG's centre-backs, they would benefit from playing under Klopp. That's from what Ozmaster has said. Ozmaster, what centre-backs in Paris Saint-Germain would you personally like to see? I've forgot the lad's name, but I'm trying to think. Not Thiago Silva, but the other young French lads. Let me know. Oz, it's completely gone on my head. The young French lad, I think he's about 20 years old, but he's been getting decent reviews in Ligue 1. We've already tried a young centre-back from Paris Saint-Germain in Sacco, and that really didn't turn out too well. We got the young centre-back captain, but he's another one, Sacco, who really didn't do it at the football club. Wasn't really given his chance. I think Jurgen Klopp didn't really like him. But yeah. Steven said Lallana has no sellable value right now with missing a season. He still has a part to play, but only if he can get his form and fitness back. Absolutely spot on there, Steve. Ray, Leon Bailey, we're talking about wingers as well. Potential not replacements, but squad depth. If it's Pulisic, Fekir can play out wide. Shaqiri, obviously another wide player. And Leon Bailey, I really do rate him, Ray. Absolutely legend for dropping that. He's a Leverkusen. Obviously, you've all been watching the shows anyway. We did discuss him, I think it was 2 days ago or 3 days ago on the channel. He's a very quality young lad with a bright future in football. Fekir's coming from Wazim. I hope so, mate. Hope so. Are we going to sign Fekir? Nico Wolves, as we said, mate, anyway, it's looking like a mad transfer deadline day. None of us know really, but Leon, the ball is not in Leon's court, but if a bid does come in from whoever that is, hopefully it's Liverpool. But I tell you what now, Jurgen Klopp, as we've seen, as I said before, with with obviously Virgil van Dijk and Naby Keita, if you look in the way in which those deals were negotiated, there was moments when it was off, it was not happening in terms of Virgil van Dijk and Naby Keita. If Jurgen Klopp has to wait 6 months or 12 months, I really do feel he will come to the football club eventually. But if he does become available on the last day of the transfer window and Liverpool are made aware and Leon go, Liverpool, he is available if you still want him, regardless of obviously the medical staff, but if Liverpool can get him at the right price, obviously with his supposed injuries anyway, but Liverpool potentially will and should get there, man. Wazim, not at the minute, mate. We haven't made a bid. We're just discussing tonight, really the whole situation with Fekir and potential deadline day signings. Most of the players in the 70s and 80s at Anfield coming off the coach from Millwood, memories you can't take away. Stephen, that was another thing, mate, as well, Steve, as you probably met a couple of players when you were a couple of years back. Anyway, it's mad absolutely mad how football has changed now, isn't it, Staying everyone? There's a lot of yous that grew up with Souness, Tomo playing centre back, the legendary one, Jan Molby. It would be mad to see Jan Molby play in today's football. That was a hard, like when I've been speaking to my dad and a lot of yous that watched Jan Molby play. He was a big lad, like Barnsley, like the majority of them were anyway. But people had to run round him. Obviously, he had a slight little popped belly, but what a football player! What a football player! He could put, not that I watched him, but from what I've seen, all the history videos and what everyone speaks about Jan Molby, you could literally ping a ball from 50, 60 yards and put it on your toe if you wanted. It'd make the game look effortlessly. I'd love it if we had a Jan Molby in our midfield. That'd be lovely, mate, wouldn't it? One sec. We need to sign one winger / forward and a centre back, and we would be untouchable. Boom! That is nice, Osmas. That we do very much do need, mate. Adam has gone on to say, I'd sell Ings and Solanke on loan to Rangers. Adam, how much would you sell Danny Ings for, mate? There has been a lot of talk. A fee of around about 20 to 27 million pounds. If we get 20 million for Danny Ings, everyone, and Adam, that would be an absolute steal. Absolute steal, wouldn't it? But yeah, I think most of us are under the influence of it would benefit Solanke, everyone, wouldn't it, if a loan deal, because he's not going to get a lot of game time with Daniel Sturridge, as we said in me live show earlier on today. When he comes into the football club, you got Firmino and then you got Salah, can potentially play striker as well. Mane can potentially play striker as well if need be. Mane played centre forward striker at Southampton prior to us signing him. So we've got a variety of options up there up front. It's just when you go into squad depth, really, of swapping, interchanging, and if you have injuries, as we are expecting, because there's no way our forward first starting 11's going to stay fit for the rest of the season. Tayab, he goes on to say in tonight's show, do you think Henderson will be captain? I think it's a nice one for your comment, mate. You're absolute legends, and your question. Every single one of you get involved. I think he will be captain, mate. Jurgen Klopp has very much talked about the fitness levels and the way in which Henderson has hit peak fitness, really. Even though he only turned up at Melwood a couple of days ago, Jurgen Klopp has been so surprised in terms of how physically fit he is. He must have been doing training, obviously, in the States or when he was on holiday after England duty anyway, but his fitness levels, Jurgen Klopp spoke about them last night, and I think they're going to be in the Echo tonight, in terms of him being in contention for West Ham, which is madness, because he's obviously just come back to Liverpool, but he's potentially going to be a starter against West Ham on Sunday, which would be absolutely madness. But I think he'll be, on your question, Tayab, I think he will be captain, mate. I think in the long haul, we can either see a Trent become captain or a Virgil van Dijk potentially being captain of the football club. Very much so. But nice one for your comment, mate. Adam Pickett, absolute legend, mate. He's talked about, I love how 8 years ago we were in the bottom half of the table with Roy Hodgson as boss, and now in 2018 we are challenging for cups and titles. Adam, don't mention his name again, please, La. That gives me nightmares. But yeah, absolutely spot on, Adam. Like, I think I talked about it at the beginning of the show, everyone. That's the thing. We've come so far. Like, that quote, if you don't support us when we're like in our darkest moments as a football club, don't support us when we're in our best moments in terms of the momentum at the football club, everyone. I don't even want to be reminded. Adam, why did you remind me of that? That was scary. He brought in some absolute shockers. I can remember it now. Joe Cole, Jovanovic, and Wilson. And remember that triple day final transfer deadline day triple signing? Oh my lordy lord! That was meant to be peak Roy. That was peak Roy Hodgson. That was scary. Jovanovic. The highlight of his career, the Serbian winger. Everyone get on this? Like, that was the thing when we had Roy Hodgson and Rafa Benitez, the late, when we got rid of him. Those managers, and Paul Konchesky, oh Christ. Adam, definitely. Summer. I think Paul Konchesky is playing in like League 7 or something in England now. But you look at that, the transfer wages, the wages that Jovanovic was on and the Joe Coles, they were all on like 100 to like 120 grand a week. It was ridiculous, and you're paying that now. And you look at the playing structure and that's why that is something that's got to be credited to FSG and the management structure of the football club. Now, we reward players rightly so on their performances. We give Firmino a new contract, we give Salah a new contract, we give Mane a new contract, we've given everyone a new contract who has deserved it. We, Liverpool, never used to pay the biggest wages in the Premier League, everyone did we? But now, we're at a consistent level in terms of performing over the last 2 to 3 seasons. We've got that basis level really now. But we can command the biggest transfer fees. We can command the biggest wages. And it's great to see. But yeah, Adam, I think we might have to put a banned word on the channel. And it'll be Roy Hodgson. Where is he now? Is he still he's in the Premier League, and is he still at Palace? I think he is. Yeah, he's still at Palace, isn't he? How is he still going? Remember when he took Fulham to the Europa League final? That was mad. But yeah, nice one, Adam, for your comment. Would you rather win the Premier League or the Champions League? Oh, it's an hard one, that mate. Premier League. It's been too long. Definitely. Tayyab. Absolute legend. It's got to be a Premier League, hasn't it? But, never know. We could have a double winning the Premier League and the Champions League, boys. Oh, that would be absolutely lovely, wouldn't it? That would be lovely. Not saying it's going to be this year, but we come very close to winning Champions League last season. We've seen stranger things happen in football, and that's Roy Hodgson be Liverpool manager. So, yeah. Get rid of Ings and Clavan. Joe Bryan, nice one, man. Mate, for dropping that in. Definitely, would you get rid of Clavan, Joe? Let me know in the comment section below, everyone. I am reading every single one of your comments, so apologies if you're dropping a message. I'm going through every single one of yours anyway, so get involved in everything that we're all discussing. But yeah, get rid of Ings and Clavan, very much so, mate. Adam, worth about 5 million, but clubs will give 26 million for him. Obviously, Danny Ings. 2018 transfer market for you. It's ridiculous. This transfer. Oh, his own's got the hiccups. That's going to probably hear. I'm not dying. But yeah, the transfer window, mate. As I actually just said then, just look at Chelsea, everyone. The price tags in which you're seeing that Spanish goalie going for 72 million. 72 million. Are you mad? Like, I'm not bothered. We do not care about Chelsea at all. At all. Hopefully Hazard and Kante leave. That would be lovely. But really, the transfer fees, the window, just look at that transfer. Transfer window has gone absolutely mad. It has gone mad. Adam, but 26 million for Danny Ings, it would be transfer window 2018 all over there, mate. I should have said. Osmaster, Mbappe and Unamakano from Leipzig, 2 young top centre backs. I think I've seen a bit of that Umpacanano. I hope there's a lot easier centre backs that we sign, mate, because imagine me in a live stream or trying to pronounce that. I found it hard enough to pronounce Fekir, because there's obviously, I'm not French, I'm Scouse, and probably when I do say Fekir, I'm probably not at all saying it right. So if those two did come in, mate, it'd be absolutely tongue-tied every single day, mate, doing a live stream, doing a comment if he played centre-back for us. But they are names. Kimpembe, sorry. You're probably screaming at the live stream. It's not that. It's Kimpembe. There you go, mate. It's just point proven. It's I'm like remember it was Phil Thompson on Sky when or Charlie Nicholas when he tries to pronounce Arsenal signings and banter when he got was it Conor Bianca or Papadopoulos when he signs for the football club as well. But yeah, mate, two very good centre back partners. What do you think of the three centre mids? Tyab has said three centre mids. For me, mate, as I think I've already spoke to you yesterday on the live stream. Nice one for tuning in, mate, yesterday as well. And for everyone that is tuning in now and has been the absolute legends, to I love interacting with every single one of you. But three centre mids, for me personally, everyone, I want you all to drop your starting 11. Not starting 11, your three centre mids that you'd play against West Ham. But you're mainly dropping in the comment section below now. I can see them. I know it's not going up on the sidebar on the screen anyway, but I'll read out every single one of you. So drop in your three centre mids who you feel is Liverpool's strongest midfield three. Everyone at the football club, get down in the comment section below and I'll read it out. But for me, mate, I'd go with Fabinho, Naby, obviously. Oh, it's an hard one. It's picking that third final midfielder. If Ox was fit, I'd start with Ox, but he's not. So this season we're talking about. So I'd go with Fekir, but we're not going to get him. But if we're talking about midfielders that we have got at the football club, mate, something about Henderson, mate. I'd play Fabinho, and then Naby, and then Henderson. But Gini Ronaldo played absolutely boss against Torino, didn't he, everyone? The way in which he was breaking the banks. But it's options which we've got, everyone, which is amazing. It's boss having those options at the football club. But everyone, let me know your thoughts on your midfield three. That is arguably that you'd play in West Ham, or obviously going longer into this season, your personal strongest centre mid partnership. But that's it, mate. As we've also just sort of said then, it's great that we've got options. We never had that back in the Roy Hodgson days. We had Joe Cole playing. And Paulson CDM. Now we've got Fabinho. Thank the Lord. Oh, times can change. Yeah, 1 second, that one. Scott, have a good night, mate, anyway. Thank you for tuning in, Scott. Absolute legend. I've just seen that you're going off to bed. Have a good night, mate, and have a quality day tomorrow. But yeah, mate, I'm reading through all your comments. I'm just scrolling through them. Make sure I haven't missed one. Come up here. Yeah, but don't. Are you finally bringing Arman Fekir? Mary, I hope I am. I really do hope I am. I tell you what, if Jeff Stelling is on Sky Sports saying Fekir is at the airport in Paris, I will personally go and buy Fekir a plane ticket to get to Merseyside and get him on Merseyside and to get him sorted with his medical, even though he's already had his medical, but that didn't go really well, did it? The first time. But yeah, hopefully, Mary. Let's get here other comments. Just remember Paul Konchesky, Adam. Oh yeah, as I mentioned, everyone who probably joined a bit late, we were talking about the days of the days of Roy Hodgson. How far we've come as a football club. Yes, he was the manager at Liverpool somehow. But yeah, I love your streams. If I did not spend money for a game, I would give you a donate to you. Sorry. Tyab, no, don't be sorry, mate. I'm just made up, everyone. I do this for a passion, and hopefully, as long as you all find it enjoyable, because I really do love talking about Liverpool Football Club. I do this as a hobby. Luckily enough, I'm in a position where I do this as a hobby. But hopefully, you never know, down the line, it could become something bigger. Hopefully, it would. But, mate, don't have to apologise. I'm just made up. You're listening and enjoying the live streams. This will be obviously doing a live stream podcast, something different really, most nights. So stay tuned, and hopefully I will be doing call-ins as well. So get yous all, everyone, if you have Skype, you can all call in, and very much we can all debate and talk about. But that'll be in the future. Hopefully I can get that sorted tomorrow. I'm still working on trying to get the format of that show sorted, but that's ideally what I want to do, get all yous calling in and just getting your points. It's alright, I love every single one of yous commenting, but I think yous personally would love to call in, and we could have a couple of us in a Skype hangout, really, the audio context. So even if you feel that you haven't got a voice for TV or anything, obviously you might have a voice for radio anyway. But I just love getting everyone's opinions. I don't just do this show to talk just for me talking about. I love listening and reading every single one of your comments on every single show. So you're absolute legends, and I really do appreciate it. Let's get to your comments as well, everyone. But I really do appreciate it, mate, for your comments. Ozmaster, Virgil van Dijk is our captain. Obviously, we talked about future captain, everyone. So what do you all think about the captaincy debate? Who will we captain Liverpool in the long run? Will it be Jordan Henderson? Will it be Virgil van Dijk? Will it be potentially Trent Alexander-Arnold? Let us all know. But let's have a little look through here. New centre-back. Apologies, everyone. New centre-back, striker, and a cam. Joe is going with. Joe, I think you've already commented, mate, but let me know your thoughts. Who would you want as your centre-back pick, your striker pick, and your cam as a pick, mate? Get that in the comment section below, mate. Adam Piggott, what do you think of Curtis Jones being as a great squad depth option in our squad? Adam, we all love watching Curtis. He's played... Apologies, everyone. Curtis Jones has had an absolutely fantastic pre-season. Hasn't he, everyone? I think he's going to really step up this season, especially in the FA Cups, the Capital One Cups or whatever it's called now. He's going to be getting a lot of game time, and I think he's at that level now, really, where he will really perform, and he's set the benchmark, really. But yeah, mate, I think he's going to have a spot on season, this, mate. Adam, on Curtis Jones. What's your thoughts, Adam? Are you made up on the young lad Curtis Jones and his performances? I think he was Liverpool's best player on pre-season. The young lad's Trent spoke about yesterday in the interview with LFC TV. He talked about how he speaks to his mates still in the academy. He's still got, obviously, he's come through the academy and everything. He's got all of his mates, and they see him, and they see the likes of Curtis Jones, Ryan Brewster potentially becoming a Liverpool first teamer, and that drives him on. His mate said that seeing the young lads under Jurgen Klopp, it gives the boost to every single one of them at the football club, really. But Paul Byrne, I think Ings has a 20% clause that we'll have to pay. A sell-on clause, mate. Paul, let me know your thoughts on that. Follow up on your question, mate. I started supporting Liverpool when we beat Chelsea on our way to Istanbul. Glorious, greatest comeback in history of football. I have never looked back. We'll support them in the good and the bad. Mary, absolute legend. Istanbul, best match in history. Just realised Jack Fabinho used to play for Real Madrid. Adam, that was a mad one, really, mate. When Fabinho did play centre-back, he played there very young, didn't he, mate? Prior to us signing him, when he popped up that we did sign him, it was mad. But yeah, he did come from Real Madrid, mate. It's mad. Do you think this from Tab? Do you think if Salah scores loads of goals at the start of the season, he can win the Ballon d'Or? The door is still wide open for him, mate. He's got a big future this season. Hopefully, he breaks the Premier League record again, because that would be absolutely lovely. Michael, I am happy he doesn't have the highest price tag on him. Jack, I want to do. obviously, Gary said hopefully Chelsea have a dodgy season. It's followed by a great season for Liverpool. Hopefully, mate. Leon Bailey. Joe, the absolute legend. They're your three signings, mate. Stephen has gone with his midfield three of, obviously we did discuss who would be our selected midfield three for the Premier League. Naby, Hendo and Gini he has gone with. Adam has gone with, he said Fabinho, Keita and Henderson, but I'd love to get Fekir. Adam, spot on there, boys, anyway. It's a very strong midfield, that, anyway. Regardless of what players we do swap and change, we're not stuck with Poulsen, the likes of some of them joke. I'll tell you what. But yeah, that did very good shouts, lads. Nice one for dropping them in. Fabinho. Sorry, everyone. I just jumped. But yeah, if you're new around here anyway, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join the channel anyway, everyone. And these are regular occurrences on the channel, everyone. Get involved. Check out my other videos as well. But you're absolute legends. Drop a like on the video if you can. If you don't mind, it goes a really long way. You're absolute legends. I'm continuing to read out your comments as always, everyone. Really do appreciate every single one of you getting involved. Let me know your thoughts on outgoings, potential incomings as well to Liverpool over the next 2 days, really. But let me know your thoughts, who you want to bring in and who you see potentially leaving the football club. We're close to nearly 2,700 subscribers. Only 15 subscribers away, everyone. Really, absolute legends. That's mad, that. But if we can try and get another 15 subscribers, if we can, everyone, so that would be amazing. Before we finish tonight's live stream. But yeah, Okina, he has said Keita, Fabinho at CDM and Firmino at Cam, and then Salah at a striker, and Shaqiri or whoever you spell his name. It's alright, mate. I struggle to sometimes pronouncing Shaqiri. His first name I completely butcher, mate, so it's alright. That's a very good shout, mate. Okina, spot on name. It's a variety of midfield options in which we've got, as you just said then. It's one that we've all discussed, dropping Firmino in that number 10 position. Very much. He did play that at Hoffenheim when he was in Germany in the Bundesliga. He's very comfortable in that position, and if we did play Salah through the middle, it's a very good option. Salah did play striker for quite a majority of last season, but the interchange of the forward line, they don't really have a set position, do they? Because if you try and when we love watching the lads, our main three up front, they just absolutely terrorise. They're pulling centre backs, they're pulling right backs, left backs, all over the place, and the left scratching their head. That's why they scored so many goals in Europe and in the Premier League. I just can't wait to see them in the Premier League next season, everyone. But that's an absolute decent shout, that, mate. The absolute legend. You're going to stream tomorrow, and if so, what time? Should be about... I'm recording a show with the West Ham lads anyway. So it should be about 10 o'clock tomorrow night, UK time, everyone. So if you want to tune in and get involved. So same time tomorrow night. But the absolute legends. Tonic, he has said obviously on his midfield options for next season, the strongest possible one. He has gone with, he said, Fabinho, Naby Keita and Milner. Decent shout, that, Tonic, absolute legends. Milner is another one. He's someone that we really haven't talked about in terms of midfield options, but yet again, Milner, he's getting even better the longer he gets older. The older he gets, doesn't he, everyone? Madness. Virgil van Dijk, future captain. Dominic Lambert, as always have said, everyone let me know your thoughts on your captain debate. Later Jack, all got to pick up my lad, great stream fella. Stephen, have a quality rest of your night, mate, and thank you for tuning in. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow around about 10 p.m, not 10 a.m, 10 p.m. UK time anyway. But stay, have a good night anyway, everyone. But yeah, do you reckon Salah can win the Ballon d'Or? Or if so, when? Tayyip, absolute legend. He's got a very good opportunity this season, mate. If he can get over about 30 goals in the Premier League, that would be quality. Well, he's very much in with a shout at winning a Ballon d'Or, mate. If he can win a couple of trophies this season, very much so. What about Shaqiri? What about Shaqiri's overhead? That was absolute quality, that wasn't it, Tayyip? Paul has said, sell on to Burnley. I think on Wiki does not say which team now. Obviously 20% sell on. Obviously with Ings, we settled that with a tribunal, didn't we? Eventually we got him. Lord and behold, it's a mad one, that. James Milner is one of the fittest players at LFC. They done a lactate test and he was the last man standing. He's a beast. 32 years old, Adam. Adam, I hope I am that fit at 32, mate. Because I tell you what, I can hardly get up the stairs at this rate. But yeah, absolute legend, mate. Coutinho going was the best thing ever. Tayyip, I think you're really talking about in terms of the way in which we played. It's been absolutely quality, the way in which this team's transformed into one of the best attacking teams in Europe. We're not really reliant on Phil Coutinho like we were all those seasons ago. Tayyip, stealing the money, grabbing, going was the best thing ever as well. Captain should be Virgil van Dijk. I was at the game in Dublin and you could hear him from a mile away. He's class. Adam, you're absolutely spot on there, mate. Virgil van Dijk hopefully is the future Liverpool captain, but Henderson is doing a very good job at the minute. Could potentially be Trent as well. We never know. But everyone, I'm going to love yous and leave yous, everyone. But thank you very much. Absolute legends for tuning in on tonight's live stream. I will be back tomorrow night at 10 p.m. So get involved in that as well. Hit me up on Twitter and Facebook anyway. JackMacLFC. Give us a follow on that, and we can talk about some of the debates as well. You can set the debates as well, so I know what you all want to talk about. But have a quality rest of your night, everyone. Oh, quick read off Paul's comments. I'm going for Shaqiri. We could play Coutinho and we play Coutinho and Shaqiri. Worked harder. Closing down. What I've seen so far looks like a better fit to me, but play him on the right. Absolutely spot on, Paul. The option is there to play Shaqiri attacking mid, mate, and that's what we've seen over more or less in the pre-season. He's been like last night when we seen him against Torino. His boss. Adam, great Jack, great stream as always. Absolute legend, mate. Really do appreciate Tayyip, Paul, Adam, Tonic, Joe, Ozmaster. Going through the comments. Stephen, Joe O'Brien, Gary, Michael, Scott, every single one of you. Hopefully I found everyone. But everyone that has joined tonight's live stream, everyone, have a quality rest of your night, everyone. And I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm going to be doing a show earlier on. The West Ham pre-match build-up. So check that out on the channel. Put your notifications tab on as well. And subscribe to the channel. And drop a like on the video if you don't mind. It really does go a long way. Hope you've enjoyed tonight's show. I've loved bringing it to you. And yeah, so I've got 2 shows coming out tomorrow. As YouTube don't like to notify everyone. So keep an eye on the channel, everyone. So I'll have the West Ham pre-match build-up show tomorrow. And I will have a live stream coming up at 10 p.m. as well. So stay tuned for those shows tomorrow. Everyone, have a quality rest of your night. And nice one. Alish, you never walk alone. Have a good one, lads. Keep doing the great job, Jack. Thank you very much, mate. You're a legend as well. Every single one of you. Have a quality rest of your night, everyone. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Cheer out, everyone.